Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a video for you today. Yay! Oh my gosh, my memory card is almost out of memory. Let me clear it before I get into the sentence. Okay, that's better. Anyways, hello everyone. How are you guys doing? I had just a wave of inspiration to film this video because I just got off the phone with my friend Jen. Her name's Jen Lauren. She's here on YouTube, and we were both talking, just saying that we are kind of in like a new wave of inspiration on YouTube. We finally feel like it's not oversaturated. I am a big believer that it's never been oversaturated, but I definitely think there have been harder times to grow than others. And I do believe we're in a time when it is difficult to grow on YouTube because I think more people are leaning towards short form content. We started talking and I started realizing that a lot of people are actually still watching long form content. I personally don't watch as many vlogs anymore, but I still watch videos on YouTube, and I love long form podcasts on YouTube, and I am still watching like new creators and trying to discover new creators on YouTube. We started talking about that. I started just kind of having like a little mental breakdown about how I have 1,000,001 things that I need to do or that I want to do, and I just feel like I'm drowning. Like, it's currently 4:30. I am in a race against the sun to film this video before the sun goes down, and I was supposed to get so much content done today, and this is the first piece of content that I'm filming because I just had a bunch of other things that I needed to do. And I don't think that the reason that I feel overwhelmed is because I don't have enough hours in a day. Like, I do think, obviously, yes, it would be nice if we had more hours. I wake up at 6 a.m. and I start working at like 8 usually, and a lot of things that I'm really stressed about are things that are also like that I don't have time in my personal life either. And if you are entering 2024 with kind of that overwhelming feeling of wanting to get back on track with content, wanting to grow your business, wanting to also have things in your personal life that are, you know, in your control, then this video hopefully inspires you. And I'm gonna try to make this a monthly series where it's gonna be planned with me, and we're gonna talk a lot about like planning my content because that's a huge goal of mine, and it's a huge stressor for me is not having enough time to plan my content, or not even not having enough time. It's like failing to plan, I think, is the reason why I feel overwhelmed. So I am going to walk you through in this video. This is kind of the kickoff video. I know it's a random time, it's like the middle of December, but I am laying the groundwork out for January, and I want to talk through it with you and show you guys. And similar to my budget videos, which I haven't done in a long time because I haven't budgeted in a long time, which, yay, that's something else. I'm going to start doing all of that into this new year, and I'm going to start like writing out my systems and showing you my processes so that in the new year, when I start doing these plan with me's, they're a little bit more structured than this, and I'm going to walk you through absolutely everything that I use to get my stuff together. I desperately need it. Before we get into the meat of this video, I did want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, which, if you don't know what Squarespace is, it is the #1 way to build your online website. And if you don't believe me, you can also believe the millions of customers that Squarespace has with raving reviews. They've won awards for customer service. In my opinion, they have the cutest, most like professional looking websites. They're the most customizable, and I have used Squarespace to build a multitude of websites, but if you want to see one in action, you can go to getrella.com and check out how we built our company's website on Squarespace. It is not just for a portfolio or just for your personal brand. Of course, they have templates for that, which I highly recommend using, but if you have a business, if you have a startup, if you want a website for no matter what it is, whether you're selling products, it's a service-based business, it's a mom and pop shop, a restaurant, whatever, you can use Squarespace to build it, and it's gonna look so professional, it's gonna get done quickly, and it's just going to be so easy, and you will never look back. So if you want 10% off your first purchase, you can go to squarespace.com/Natalie Barbu, or just type in Natalie Barbu at checkout. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so this is the way that I'm going to structure this. As we're speaking, I'm going to be writing this down in my Notion because I have never been a Notion girly. I don't have any templates, so this doesn't look very pretty. But I want to start writing my habits and the things that I want to start doing. I'm gonna write it out here, week at a glance, and then I'm gonna write my weekly habits. Work out 3 to 5 times a week, which I've already been pretty good at. I want to also read 3 to 5 times a week. To clean at the end of every day. Journal like 3 times a week. And anything else weekly. Oh, I want to cook at least 3 times a week. Some of you might say that's not a lot because I'm still eating dinner out 4 times a week, but for me, that's a good start. So we're gonna start there. Review budget. So those are going to be my weekly habits, and I want to be able to look at that and be like, okay, yes, I did that. Check, check, check. I started doing this thing where I now look at my week at a glance, and so I have every day, I have my top priorities, I have before the day ends, and then I have things that I need to do this week, so I can kind of like drag it over until it's completed. My top priorities for today, for example, were to complete this week's content calendar, which I haven't done, film TikToks on the content calendar, which I haven't done, film this YouTube video, which I will hit check because I'm currently doing it. Sign up for the Target Influencer Program, check. I need to send someone feedback on their deck, which I have not done yet, and I also need to plan my sponsorships, which I will be doing after this video. Before the day ends, email churned customers, work on affiliate program, and then this week apply for these grants. So I will just move those to Tuesday if I have not completed them. And then if I do any of these like weekly habits, I'm gonna add it in Monday, so I can kind of see at the end of the week which habits I kept. Every week, at the end of the week, I want to review my budget because I have been spending a lot of money just like going out, having fun, not really saying no to things. And I think I need to be held a little bit more accountable in the new year. So I'm going to start reviewing my budget every single week. And I think what I'm going to be using is Rocket Money, which is an app that I already have and I already use, but I'm going to go through and actually like review it there because as much as I love my manual budget, it is a time suck, and I love manually budgeting so much, so that like pains me to say, but I'm going to start using Rocket Money to just like quickly categorize things and see how I like that because I think it's going to save me time. In this new year, we're all about saving time. I feel like I'm not budgeting because I'm like, oh my god, it's going to take me 2 hours to do, when if I could just do it in 30 minutes and I can learn to love it, I should just do that. You know, we're all about efficiency. Okay, so in terms of YouTube, I am really going to try to get like all my stuff together for social media. I feel like I've been like flailing. Like I feel like I'm doing a million things at once. Like I have Rella, which is a more than full-time thing because that is literally my business. My personal brand, so I have a YouTube. I have my podcast, which I upload every single week. I have TikTok and Instagram, which I don't have the best strategy for. And I also like want to have a personal life. And so I am kind of like juggling a bunch of stuff. It has been a lot. So this is what I'm starting to do. I'm gonna have these accountability calls with my friend Jen every single month. Jen, if you're watching this, we're holding each other accountable. I'm also going to start doing some research every month where it's like researching bigger creators and YouTubers that are growing in the moment, not because they have a bunch of followers from the past. Me and Jen talked about 4 girls that we have noticed that are growing currently and that we like really, really love their content. For one, Annika. She has been growing a lot. She does very like wholesome vlogs. I honestly feel very similar to her, so I think that is why I really like her content. Jenna Hong does these plan with me's, which is where I got the idea from, so thank you Jenna for the inspiration. And she's also starting to use Rella next year, so I'm so excited to see Rella in her next plan with me video. Becca Watson is another kind of like health and wellness girl who has very like aesthetic content, which I really love. I'm not trying to post solely vlogs because I really don't feel fulfilled when I just do a vlog. I kind of feel bad that I'm even like posting it. I feel bad when I post it because sometimes I think like I am not providing value. Like if I was providing value every single week and then I posted vlogs, I think that would be different, but just me showing you my life without then giving you the return of like posting valuable content, like hopefully this one is, I just feel like it's kind of, it doesn't sit right with me. I'm going to start vlogging slightly less, doing longer vlogs like weekly vlogs versus daily vlogs, and I'm going to be planning out my YouTube content monthly. I am doing that on Rella, obviously. So this video I have already planned out. I have all of the structure for it. If I don't have structure for my videos, they will not get done. I put it in the notes section of this post on Rella, and I have, you know, my to-do list items, I have the square, I have the sponsor that I needed to include, I have the outline of the video. So right now as I'm filming, I am looking at the outline, making sure that I got everything covered. I'm gonna start doing this at the end of every single month, is planning out all of these videos. Whether or not I get a chance to write the outline out at the end of every month, I at least will start adding it to my calendar and start adding it in the to-do list section of Rella that I need when I need to get the outline done by. Rella also syncs with Google Calendar, so it is really, really helpful to be able to see it in both places. So even though I am like looking to see, you know, what my meetings are for the day, I can still see like the content that needs to go out and like when I need to plan, when I need to film, and it's like added to my calendar, which is really nice. And so I'm gonna start doing that on Rella. Planned out some of my videos for the month, so I have the rest of the month planned. This video, I have a weekly vlog, all of the books that I read in 2023, and then I even started planning a little bit into January, like how to start a podcast, first week of the year vlog, and then another plan with me video. And because I am a podcaster, I have started to upload my podcast onto YouTube, and so I have another workspace on Rella for my podcast, which I share with my podcast editor, so she also knows what's coming up, and because she's the one that's uploading the content and editing all of it. And in the spirit of just like getting back into YouTube, I want to have very specific content pillars. So now I have like tags on Rella so I can see which content pillars they fall into. If you are someone that you don't know what content pillars that you fall into, or you don't know which content pillars to create, I highly, highly recommend doing this exercise that asks yourself, who do I want to watch my videos? Like, who is my audience? And instead of just thinking, oh, like 20 to 25, girl, United States, like don't say demographics like that. I think it's better to like envision someone. We've done this with Rella in the past with like, who do we want to be our user? Like, what do they do? What do they look like? It's called user personas. But I think it's a really good exercise to put into social media content. So rather than giving a demographic that you can find on Instagram analytics, who is it? So for me, it's a girl. I'm envisioning a girl because I want my content to be for the girls. If you're a guy here, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to exclude you, but you know, my main, when I'm envisioning who is watching my content, it's a girl who is starting a business, very entrepreneurial, very driven, very, you know, wants to be successful, is smart. Like that is who I envision watching my videos. So someone that is like driven and passionate. That's why it makes sense when I post entrepreneurship content. It makes sense when I post budgeting and finance content. And it also makes sense when I post a vlog, because if it's someone like me, like I want to know what other 27-year-olds are doing while they're juggling their 9 to 5, their startup, their side hustle, whatever it is. Like I want to see how they balance all of it. So that's who I envision, and it's made it so much easier. So now that I have this planned, I don't plan out my Instagram posts and my TikToks every month, but I do want to add that to my weekly plan. So going back to Notion, and at the end of the month, I'll go through these like weekly glances and I'll let you know what I got done, like how many weeks did I get stuff done for. Because I think monthly, sometimes you can get lost, like it's like week 2 and you like forgot about all of your goals and your habits that you're trying to track. So I am excited to start doing this at a weekly level and then come back to you at the monthly level and let you know how I did. This is making me feel a lot better because I can like visually see it, and I am such a visual person, so having this content calendar where I can like upload my content, plan it all out, have everything there, and then also like collaborate with any editors and team members of mine has made things so much easier. And I'm not going to dive into my numbers, but I do have all of my earnings that I see on Rella as well, so I can see like all of my sponsorships, when things are due, when I need to get paid by, so I can even see like my revenue at a glance, which is just so much better. And I am just really, 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 really excited about this. And throughout the month and throughout the week, whenever I have a content idea, I just like quickly jot it down in my idea section on Rella, so that when it does come down to monthly planning, I can look at my content ideas and start dragging things around, which is what I did this month. So if you start seeing me being a little bit more productive on here, this video isn't as structured as the other ones will be, because the other ones you'll actually see me like planning out my content and going through and like selecting the habits that I've tracked and all of that stuff. This is kind of like, hey, wake up, get your stuff together, Natalie. I'm yelling at you guys too for this, because I know if you're watching this video, you definitely feel the same way that I do. And I feel so much better with this. Like, I've checked some things off. I am so excited to sit down and like read a book tonight because now I know it's on my weekly goals and I'm like kicking off the week right. I'm excited to start like knowing when I need to film. Like I literally have in here like when I need to film, when I need to edit, like all of that stuff just makes me so happy that I am organized. If you guys like what you're hearing and this is like motivating you to get your stuff together, let me know. And I would appreciate any feedback possible, so please send me all of your feedback. Like tell me what you want to see, tell me the videos you want me to create, tell me what motivates you and what gets you going. You're gonna start seeing a lot more content from me, and I'm going to enter this year with like a rebrand where I'm gonna start focusing more time on my thumbnails. I'm gonna, you know, be more intentional about it, and I just found a like newfound love for content in a way that's not just like, hey, here's like some selfies and vlogs and things that like don't fulfill me. And I think that's what makes me burned out, when I feel like I have to post this content that I don't even enjoy posting. Like this type of stuff I really like to do. So let me know what you think. I know this was kind of like all over the place and you can kind of see how my brain works, but I'm doing this to hold myself accountable, to hold you guys accountable if you want. And this way, this can kind of be like a plan with me / budget / like everything's in one spot. And it's gonna be more structured, and I'm so excited to kick things off. Thank you guys for watching. If you do want to try Rella, we always offer everyone a free trial, but you can also get 30% off of the annual plan, which makes it super, super cheap, like $10 a month for Rella. So I will have that linked below with the coupon code. You can just use the coupon code Natalie30 and you will get 30% off the annual plans. And then we also have like monthly plans as well. I am just so excited to start showing you guys how I plan and how to get motivated. And I know it's gonna help some of you guys out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this kind of like inspires you, and I will see you guys next week.